Welcome back now to another controversy from a Karnataka government school. Pictures of a lady teacher of a government school in romantic poses with a young minor male student have gone viral. After a complaint by the boy's parents, the teacher has been suspended. Pratibha Raman reports on a case that raises some very important concerns, which we'll discuss with a special panel in a bit.
At a time when treatment meted out to school students has hit the spotlight in Karnataka, pictures of a woman head teacher in a government school kissing and posing romantically with a teenage minor male student of the school had set off a new controversy. Head teacher of Murugamala Village Government High School in Chikbalapur has been suspended after the boy's parents complained.
ಒಂದು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಒಂದು ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವಾತಾವರಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ವ್ಯತಿರಿಕ್ತ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರವರನ್ನ ವರ್ಗಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕೋರಿದ್ರು SDMC ಅವರು. ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕಿ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ಮಗನ ಸಂಬಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗೆ ಕಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So ಅವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ಲಿಖಿತವಾಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
While male teachers luring or misbehaving with school students has been a major concern, the acts of a woman teacher with an underage male child highlights the fact that there needs to be focus on protecting boys as well. With bureau inputs from Chikbalapur, Pratibha Raman for NDTV.
So that's an important question. Joining me this evening, Ramesh Hariharan, principal of the Inventure Academy, a well-known school in Bengaluru, and also psychiatrist, well-known psychiatrist, Dr. Praveen Chintapanti, who's joining me from New Delhi. Ramesh, my first question to you is, and I'm not making a value judgment here, is do we often, as a stereotype and conditioning, not take the case of an improper touch or a sexual abuse of teenage boys in cases they are victims as seriously as we take it when it's a girl? I'm not drawing a value judgment on this, as I mentioned, but a minor is a minor, whether it's a girl or a boy.
Absolutely, you raise an important point. I think the issue is that there is a social stigma attached to males admitting that they have been victimized in one way or the other, because males are, usually seen as more quote-unquote powerful and the stronger gender, mistakenly perhaps, but that's the way it is. And for them to admit that they have been victims is something which is not encouraged at all. And males are not given the forum to really express themselves in that way if they have been victimized. But
Dr. Praveen, is that a common thing that you find? Ramesh, go ahead, Ramesh.
Yeah, so I wanted to tell you that the main thing is to raise awareness and to make both girls and boys in school feel completely free to talk about what they've experienced, and at Inventure Academy, particularly, we're very proactive about raising this awareness and including all our stakeholders, whether it's students, parents, teachers, everyone. And we have regular...
Dr. Praveen, if you can hear me, is this a common problem that you find across the board? I mean, that we don't take very seriously when it comes to cases of sexual abuse of boys, especially in cases like that. It's often, not taken as seriously when it comes to, as we take it when it comes to protection of girls.
It's a common assumption that the perpetrator is a male adult and the victim is a female child. That's been the common assumption. But in my practice, I do see that the incidence is more or less equal. It's not uncommon that you find a young male being abused by a much older female perpetrator, and this assumption that it's one-sided, I think that's very wrong, as Ramesh has been mentioning. It is as common as it happens on the other side as well. And this, myth of, the conversation was saying the Thai-Maga relationship, the mother and child relationship. I think it's so farcical. It's the grooming language, isn't it?
Right. I think you're making a very important point, both of you. I'm sorry, I'm afraid that we're completely out of time on this. I wish we had more time to discuss this issue, but there needs to be a break of stereotype. That's what the two of you are making in terms of what we understand as sexual abuse, whether it's a boy or a girl, a minor. is a minor, a child is a child. That's all we have time for on the Southern View. A Happy New Year to all of you. We'll meet you in the new year with our next episode of Southern View on Monday. Thanks for watching.